Hey, this is Mrs. Gervasio. Let's not waste any time and get right to Thursday's homework. Okay, be sure to watch and re-watch the tutorial. Pause for the practice problems and of course come back and check and see how you did. Complete the homework at the end of the tutorial and of course show all of your work. Alright, here we have our division tutorial for tonight. We have 8,752 divided by 9. I want you to go ahead and try this and then come on back and check your work. Alright, so you should have paused it and now you're back. And I'm putting an R up there to remind myself that if there's a remainder, I need to bring it up because a lot of times we are forgetting to do that. Alright, so the first thing you need to do is ask yourself, how many times does 9 go into 8? And that is 0 times. And then you say 0 times 9 is 0. 8 take away 0 is 8. And then hopefully you brought down the 7. And you do it all over again. So you say, how many times does 9 go into 87? And that would be 9 times. 9 times 9 is 81. And then we had to subtract. 7 take away 1 is 6. And 8 take away 8 is 0. Then we bring down the 5. Now we do it all over again. You say, how many times does 9 go into 65? And that would be 7 times. 7 times 9 is 63. Subtract, which is 2. Bring down the 2. Then you do it all over again. 22 times, or how many times does 9 go into 22? Say 2 times. And 2 times 9 is 18. Subtract. You had to do some regrouping. And then you're left with 4. Now, I need to remember to bring up my 4. So, 8,752 divided by 9 is 972 with a remainder of 4. But are you finished? Nope, absolutely not, because you need to check your work. So you had to say 972 times 9. That leaves you with 8,748. You're not finished though. Don't forget to add your remainder. And that's when you come up with 8,752. Box it, connect it. Now, if you did not come up with that, you either made a mistake somewhere over here in your checking your work when you were multiplying, or somewhere over here in your division. Alright, let's try another practice problem. You have 352 divided by 7. Go ahead and pause me, work it out, and then come on back to check your work. Alright, so hopefully you've paused it and now you're checking your work. The first thing you would do is go ahead and put the R for remainder to remind yourself that if there's a remainder to bring it up. And then you ask yourself, how many times does 7 go into 3? And that would be 0. So that's dividing. Then you had to multiply. 0 times 7 is 0. Then subtract. And bring it down. Then you have to do it all over again. How many times does 35 go into 7? I'm sorry, how many times does 7 go into 35? Good job, 5. 5 times 7 is 35. Then you had to subtract and bring it down. And do it all over again. You ask yourself, how many times does 7 go into 2? And that would be 0. 0 times 7 is 0. Subtract. And that's 2. Now, the reason why we put the R up there is because so many times we are forgetting to bring up our remainder, and therefore we are getting the problem wrong. So, got to bring it up. Then we have to go ahead and check our work. So that would be 50 times 7. You multiplied that. And you got 350, but you need to add your remainder, and that would be 352. And box it connected. Good job. Okay, and here's the part of the homework that you need to actually bring into class tomorrow. Oh, that's okay. It's not very many problems at all. Alright, so here is your first homework problem for tonight. You have 852 divided by 3. Here's your next homework problem for tonight. You have 1,476 divided by 4. And here we have 3,836 divided by 7. And I will promise that I will try really hard never to use these two colors again together because they are hurting my own eyes, so I can imagine how you are feeling. And there you have it. There was your homework for tonight. Any problems, make sure to talk to me tomorrow. All right? That's it. I hope you have a wonderful evening. Bye-bye.